Aviation crews are different. Rank is superfluous. Everybody has a specific mission. Crew chief, door gunner, co-pilot, aircraft commander. Everybody has a specific mission, but nobody can do that one mission by themselves. It takes all of us working together as a team. And I don't care if I'm a captain and you're a Spec 4 crew chief. I'm no better than you are. And if it wasn't for you, I couldn't be flying this airplane. Same with the door gunner. That's a lesson you learn out of it. You learn a lot about team. You learn about personal courage. You learn about personal responsibility. You learn a certain sense of tenacity. You can't be lazy. Their dedication's got to be there. And that's what I experienced with these guys in Vietnam. Every one of them. There was no lacquered. Every one of them. Even the guys in the maintenance hangar that didn't fly those missions with us. And many of them would jump in to fly a mission just to get out there and do it. But even to the clerk that wrote the awards up, there was such a sense of dedication and camaraderie that I have never experienced in my entire life since then. Never. In my 20 years in uniform and the 13 years that I was fortunate to serve as a civilian with the Office of the Secretary of Defense, nothing will ever compare to what I experienced, especially in Lam Son 719. Even the Command and Control North missions, though they were hairy, though they had some twists and turns I would have never expected. And we lost 2 crew on Command and Control North missions. That's horrible. But nothing compares with Lam Son 719. And I think that's where what we now see as air assault, that's where it was born. Mm-hmm. It was born there. We had to think on our feet. We did things that weren't written down. We had to think on our feet. And like coming to the 10-foot hover versus putting your skids on the ground. How do you learn that? You learn it from experience. Just things. I guess they're being learned today and more as they teach air assault at Fort Campbell today. But my God, I went to a reunion at Fort Campbell several years back, and the guys are all flying Black Hawks then. They looked at us like we were World War II pilots flying B-29 with the low tech, all this. And they were captivated by the stories that we could tell. If it wasn't for GPS, I couldn't drive my car from point A to point B. But up in the air, I could shoot a vector and I could say pop smoke and identify the smoke and knew exactly where I was going. Just things you learn. Probably one of the awards I'm most proud of is an Army Commendation Medal. And I got that from battalion commander. We inserted his soldiers into the Ashall Valley. This was after 719, and it had been a long day for them. And sun was starting to set, and I get a call from something 6. And I answer the phone. He says, "Could you take one more mission?" I said, "Well, yes, sir. Sure we can." I did call ops because they're expecting us. He said, "Well, I want to treat my troops to ice cream." And they've got ice cream in Burmite cans on our log pad back at Eagle. I said, not a problem, sir. And we flew an ice cream mission in there, and he awarded his troops for their hard work. And I got an ARCON for that.
I bet you that ice cream tasted good.
Yeah. And after that, when we'd landed in LZ, many times I'd get out of the cockpit. I always wore spit shine boots. I was dress right, dress ready front the whole time. I always wore spit shine boots. But I made it my goal. I was going to get out of that damn cockpit, and I'd say, okay, Peter Pilot, you got it, co-pilot. And I'd help the troops unload supplies off the ship. And I want to think they appreciated that. Now, here's an aviation captain getting out of the cockpit, and he's doing sweat work. That's what I learned in Vietnam.